What's good, everybody? It's Salty, baby. Let's get down with some entitled parents. Entitled parents expect me to let kids play on a computer that I'm updating. A little background for you all. I do a work study at my school and work with the Educational Media Studies, EMS. My job is updating the computers managed by EMS in the library and around campus. This happened a week after I finished training. Side note, it also allows for me to take my own hours. Cast, EM, entitled mom. ED, entitled dad. K1 and K2, the two kids. RW, reference worker. Me, I guess. I had just arrived at the library after my class on Friday and we went to the reference computers. After letting reference worker know I'd be updating the computers and that I'd only do 2 at a time, there were 8 ref computers at the time. 2 were occupied by college students. I start the process of logging in with the admin account and go to work updating. An hour or 2 goes by and I'm just finishing up with the 4th computer when I feel a tap on my shoulder. Kid 1. Excuse me, but my mom said to come and ask someone to log me and my sister into a computer to do some stuff while my dad and mom looked for books. Can you log us in? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know the login for non-students. Side note, the library was open to all people of the community. It was just that the college students got priority over normal people due to the fact that they were paying to use all facilities at the college. Kid 1. Okay. The kid walked off and I went back to work. Just as I start on the next 2 computers, I hear a voice call out to me. Entitled Dad. You, library worker, why won't you let my daughters play on these computers? Already starting updates for the 2 computers and don't turn around when I answer. I don't work for the reference desk. You'll have to find reference worker. I work for the EMS. Doesn't matter. Let my kids play on this one. He points to the computer I'm not sitting in front of. I click a few more buttons and get the 2nd computer started before turning to the man. I can't. These computers are being updated and will need to be shut down many times in the process. However, if you wait a while, reference worker will be back soon and they can log in your daughters. No, you need to do your job and log my daughters in. We went back and forth for a while until entitled dad noticed my laptop. Well, let them play on that. Sir, that's my personal laptop. I'm doing homework on it. Well, if you're doing homework, you should be me cutting him off. My job allows me to do homework while working, and I need to have my laptop with me so I can finish this essay I have due. The entitled dad got visibly upset and looked over at my laptop. Yeah, I'm sure it would be fine. They won't touch your essay. You should be focusing on your job anyway. I have a slight feeling that something was going to happen. So I shut the lid of my laptop and put it in my bag, stuck the bag in front of my feet and went back to work. The entitled dad then starts raising his voice. How dare you ignore me? You will log in for my daughters now. I continue to try to focus on my work, hoping that he'll leave. And after a few minutes of him trying to get my attention, he does. Only to come back with his wife, who then starts to talk to me. Entitled Mom. Excuse me, but could you please log my daughters into a computer? They want to look a few things up. Me, still not turning around. I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't know the login. Then find someone who does. I can't leave these computers unattended. I need to oversee the updates. However, if you go to the circ desk, main desk for the library, I'm sure someone there can log you in. Again, I just try to focus on my work as I really do not like confrontational settings. The entitled mom really did not like this as she forced the chair to face her and started to talk to me like I was a misbehaving child. You will log my daughters into a computer now. I don't say anything. I just wait for her to finish before I speak up. Me, in a low, authoritative tone. 1. You do not get to touch me or the chair I'm sitting in like that again. 2. I've said so many times that I don't know the login for guests. And 3. If you do not back away and let me work, I will call campus security and/or the police. I then went back to work and did my best to ignore them. After work, I found out they had left because they were afraid I would make true on my threat. I like how it's not just the mom in this story, it's the mom and the dad both going at this kid. Just let me use your damn laptop. He should have just called campus security anyways, just for fun. We're in a 100% vegan restaurant, so my son should be able to eat a McDonald's hamburger here. A little bit of backstory. My sister owns a 100% vegan restaurant in Sitges, Spain, near Barcelona. And the restaurant's name is Spice Garden, for those who are wondering. She told me the story of an entitled mother and entitled kid coming in there to eat. When they come in, they seem like normal people. A waiter hands them the menus and they start looking at them. Sometime later, the waiter comes back and asks if they are ready to order. Here's how the conversation went. Waiter, are you ready to order, ma'am? We can't find anything tasty on this menu. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there a way I can help? Well, I was thinking I could get some burgers from McDonald's and come here to eat them since we're here. I'm sorry, ma'am, you're not allowed to take outside food with you into restaurants, and this is a vegan restaurant, so it wouldn't be good either way. You can leave if you'd like.
Excuse me? I'm your client, so I can eat what I want here. How dare you tell me not to do that?
Ma'am, please don't argue. As I said, this is a vegan restaurant and you're not allowed to bring outside food. If you don't leave in the next minute, I'll be forced to call the police. The entitled mom and entitled kid leave the restaurant. I am still weirded out to this day as to how would that entitled mom have the audacity to eat meat in a vegan restaurant. Oh man.
Excuse me? You better let me eat McDonald's in here.
Why the hell does she want to eat McDonald's in there so much anyways? Is this like some super dope restaurant? Entitled parent tries to bully us out of the skate park. So a little backstory, this happened some years ago. I live in the part of my city where many upper middle class families move to from the countryside. Most of them have young children and the parents themselves haven't usually adjusted to the city life. So this usually means they're quite entitled and often forget to think about other people. Me, the legendary dwarf boner. EM, entitled mom. EF, entitled father. MF, my friend. So me and my friend were at our local skate park. Right next to the skate park is a big soccer field where there is usually a junior practice in the afternoon. The parents come watch and dump the small kids with their scooters to the skate park while they watch the practice. This time it was no different and we were forced to basically play the babysitters so the kids wouldn't hurt themselves by running in front of us. So we session the skate park for a bit until my friend is forced to bail to avoid running over a 4-year-old kid. My friend, hell, I could have ran over you. Can you please wait for your turn? The kid runs off crying and soon enough a soccer mom with a face as red as tomato comes storming towards us.
What do you think you're doing? You could have killed my child.
Calm down, he wasn't hurt. You need to watch over your kid if you want to make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
You are older than him, so you should make sure he keeps safe here.
Everyone here is doing stuff at their own risk. This is a skate park, not a daycare, and we're not about to go on a nanny duty. My friend, yeah, there are a playground right next to the skate park. Go drop your kid over there.
No, my kid wants to play here, and now he is crying because of your reckless attitude. I'm going to call the cops to get you removed from here right now.
So the entitled mom goes to the side and seems to start calling someone. While she is on the phone, the kid's dad starts power walking towards us and grabs my BMX. You kids need to leave. This is no bike park and you made my little buddy cry. He starts jerking the bike from me and we are all getting pretty scared. This dude is like 6 foot 4 inches and we are just two 16-year-old kids. Hey knobhead, leave my friend alone. The father lets go of my bike and goes and pushes my friend. My friend gets on his feet and we run away. So a couple weeks later, the mom brings the family bikes for repair to the bike shop I work at. Before my coworker goes to help her out, I tell him that she's the mom from earlier I had told him about. He goes to the front, tells the mom that the bikes will be ready in about 3 weeks, and then proceeds to bill them for every little thing he could. If I remember correctly, the final total for the 4 bikes repaired was about 600 euros. It's like the height requirements at a theme park. If your little buddy's too small, he probably shouldn't be in there. Entitled parent steals my frickin' Legos and I'm still salty. English is my 69th language. I'm too poor for mobile and I don't have the memory of an elephant, so the dialogue isn't 100% the same, since there's barely any dialogue. The subject came up in a convo, so yeah, I realized I had dealt with an entitled parent. Wowie. So this happened around 2 to 3 years ago when I was in middle school. I have more cruddy stories with this entitled parent, but most of them are way too short to post and don't involve me or the fact that she's a parent. Therefore, I don't think I'll be posting them. This entitled parent just so happened to be a teacher, specifically for history. She gave a class an assignment to make a model for an ancient civilization that we recently learned about. I didn't have many materials at my disposal, so I figured I'd make a Lego pyramid and farm. I put little Lego minifigure people and a couple animals to really tie it together. My parents told me to constantly check up on my projects since the Legos are small and stuff. Easy enough, I don't want to lose my stuff at school. Every day at school I would check up on it and make sure every little thing was how it was supposed to be. One day, however, I noticed that a few minifigures and one animal were missing. I asked my teacher if she had seen them around. She told me that she let her entitled kid play with it and take them for a bit, but she promised to bring them back the next day. I simply said, okay, and went back to my seat. I was kind of pissed, not gonna lie. That's my stuff that you're letting your snot-nosed kid play with. I made that for your class to get a good grade. It took me a while, but whatever. I told my dad later that night and he felt the same. He emailed her asking if she could find/return it or something. She only replied saying that she couldn't find it in the classroom. The next day rolled around and I went to her desk and asked her for them. She told me that she put them on my desk before the class started. I went to my desk, looked inside it, looked around it, and yes, on it, nothing, nada. I went back to her and asked her about it. She said, "Oh, I put it there, oh well, I don't know what to tell you." I was really pissed off. This was wrong to me for a few reasons. She let her kid play with my stuff and admitted to it. Like, huh? She didn't bother to give it to me in person. Also, she wasn't consistent with her lies. She told me her kid took it, but she told my dad that it was lost in the classroom. If that doesn't spell it out that she stole my Legos, I don't know what does. She still works in my school, and I'm too non-confrontational, and my parents advised me against going further since they think it would go nowhere. So I never got my Legos back. Even worse, some were my brother's that he had let me borrow for the project. He currently has her class, and yeah, he's kinda salty about it too, and I doubt she remembers. But yeah, my teacher was an entitled parent who stole part of my project for her kid and never returned it. Yay! She's just building up her collection. How much is a pack of Legos in the US? Like $5 for probably what he had. How rude do you gotta be? That's like taking candy from a baby. Make sure you go check out my buddy Oz. He's doing an Entitled Parents video as well today with totally different stories. So check that out. Link is in the description. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Entitled Parents. Make sure you like that smash button and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.